Obiageri and her mother began to make Maduka do all the house chores, while they sat back and made fun of him. They constantly belittled and humiliated him, making his life miserable. Once upon a time, there lived a kind and hardworking man named Maduka. He was a good man who lived on his own because he had lost his parents. One day, a young lady named Obiageri started visiting Maduka to help him with his chores. Maduka was impressed by her kindness and began to fall in love with her. As time passed, Maduka and Obiageri's secret love grew, and soon Obiageri became pregnant. Her mother brought her to stay with Maduka, but when Maduka asked for her hand in marriage, Obiageri's mother refused because Maduka was poor. After some time, Obiageri gave birth to a baby boy, and her mother came to help take care of the baby. However, instead of being kind to Maduka, she started to poison Obiageri's mind against him. She taught Obiageri to disrespect and mistreat Maduka. Obiageri and her mother began to make Maduka do all the house chores, while they sat back and made fun of him. They constantly belittled and humiliated him, making his life miserable. One day, after a long day of work on the farm, Maduka was asked to fetch water even though he was exhausted. As he walked slowly to the stream, memories of how Obiageri used to be kind to him flooded his mind, and he realized his mistake in loving her. Despite his heavy heart, Maduka knew he deserved better than being disrespected and mistreated. At the stream, a villager spotted Maduka fetching water from the stream when it was well known that it was a taboo for a man to do so while a woman was at home. The news reached the king, who summoned both Maduka and Obiageri to hear their side of the story. Maduka admitted his actions, explaining that he was just helping his woman. The king was puzzled by Maduka's selfless acts and questioned why he would go against tradition, especially when Obiageri's mother was also in the same house. The chief priest then intervened, prescribing a harsh punishment for their transgression. He demanded a big male goat, 5 white cocks, and 10 tubers of yam for cleansing rituals. The chief priest warned Maduka not to spend a single penny on acquiring the items. Maduka, knowing the financial situation of Obiageri and her mother, proposed that they work for him, promising to pay for their work so that they can raise the money required. Obiageri's mother pushed all the responsibility to her daughter, urged her to find a solution since she was the one who was in a relationship with Maduka. As Obiageri worked harder to raise the money, she then realized the depth of Maduka's sacrifices and the extent of his kindness. Obiageri toiled diligently to gather the required items. As she worked tirelessly, she understood the true value of Maduka's care and regretted heeding her mother's misguided advice. Upon completing the cleansing ritual, Obiageri, moved by Maduka's unwavering support and love, chose to marry him even against her mother's wishes. She had learned that true love and kindness were far more precious than material possessions. Disappointed, her mother departed, leaving Obiageri to follow her heart. Maduka and Obiageri wedded in a beautiful ceremony, filled with joy and hope for a brighter future. Together, they embraced their newfound understanding and appreciation for each other, raising a family filled with love and happiness. Their story became a legend in the village, teaching others the profound power of love, compassion, and forgiveness. This is Umma's story time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I am Amarachi Ihoma, the young storyteller.